Good morning, children. I hope you are all well. So, welcome back to the EVS2 class. So, children, what were we doing? We have started the lesson. Yes, we have started the lesson, the Northern Mountains. Okay. And what did we do in the lesson? We have done so many things. We have studied about the Northern Mountains, which is like a great wall. Okay, and which is on the extreme north of India. So, children, we have covered a portion of the lesson. So let's see in the last class what have we studied. Let's do a recap. So children, in the last class we have number 1, we have studied about the extent of the Himalayas. So children, you remember from where till where the Himalayas extend? It extends from Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh and also includes hilly parts of Assam, Meghalaya and Nagaland. So this part, so from Jammu and Kashmir till the northeastern states, the Himalaya, it extends. Then number 2, the 3 Himalayan ranges. We have come to know about the 3 Himalayan ranges. The Greater Himalayas or the Himachal, then the middle or lesser Himalayas, which is the children. The first one was the Himadri or the Greater Himalayas. The second was, children, Himachal or the lesser middle Himalayas, and number 3rd, the Shivalik or the outer Himalayas. These are the 3 ranges we have studied, the 3 different Himalayan ranges. We have not studied in detail. We have studied only in detail number 1 about the Himadri range or the Greater Himalayas. We have studied only in detail about the Himadri range. Now today we will study about the Himachal range and the Shivalik range in detail. Now let's move. So children, this is, I just wanted to again show you how the Himalayas are divided. They are divided into, first blue color is the Greater Himalayas, then second, it's already the number 2 is the lesser Himalayas, and third is the Shivaliks. And you can see number 1, the Greater Himalayas, how fat, how much area it covers. So let's move to the Himachal range. So today children will study about the Himachal range. So to the south of the Himadri range lies the Himachal range. We can see here, children, we can see here that to the south, okay, to the south of the Himadri range lies this, the Himachal range. Okay, this lies the south of, this is the Himadri range, and to the south of the Himadri range lies the Himachal range. Mountains in the Himachal range are not as high as those in Himadri. We have already seen in Himadri so high mountains are there, isn't it? We have the Mount Everest also, and in Himadri so very high mountains are there that the peaks are always covered with snow throughout the year. And we have, like it's given here, beautiful valleys you will find like Kashmir and Kulu. Hill stations such as Mussoorie and Nainital are located in this region. So in this region you can find many beautiful valleys, okay, like Kashmir and Kulu, and hill stations such as Mussoorie, Nainital you will find. Also children, Rohtang Pass, a pass, okay, you will find in this range in Himachal Pradesh. You will find a very important pass which is the Rohtang Pass, and it's in Himachal Pradesh. Now what is a pass? In order to go from one valley to another in a mountainous area, there is a, children, there is a pass, there is a road, okay, it has been made, okay, a small a small area will be there which will connect one valley to another. So a Rohtang Pass is an important mountain pass, okay, and it connects 2 valleys which is in Himachal Pradesh. I will show you a picture. So this is the Himachal range, and you can see here the hills, okay, the hills which are in Himachal range, they are not so high, okay, and they are not covered with snow also throughout the year, okay. At one time of the year they will be covered with snow, not throughout the year. Then we have children, the beautiful So children, here you can see the beautiful hill stations, Kullu, Manali, Nainital, Mussoorie. Okay, these are the beautiful places which are present in the Himachal range, and all the people, all the tourists from all over India during summer vacation or during winter time, they go to this and visit these places, Kullu, Manali. Then children, we have Mussoorie, Nainital. Okay, these are very beautiful places, you can see. This is also a very beautiful hill station. It is Nainital. Okay, this is a very beautiful hill station, you can see. Then children, we have this, the Rohtang Pass. Okay, this is the pass, this is the road. Okay, pass is not a road, it's a way, it's a small area which connects one valley to another. So you can see here various pictures I have shown. One is this is a Rohtang Pass, and Rohtang Pass is always covered with heavy snow also. Okay, and it's very dangerous also to go from one valley to another through this pass. You can see here, this is the pass, Rohtang Pass. Okay, this is the road, this is the way from one which connects two valleys in Himachal Pradesh. And you can see here also children, one more picture is there, one more picture you can see of the Rohtang Pass. Okay, which connects one valley to another. You can see this road, this is the pass. Okay, which passes, which allows, which helps the people then to go from one valley to another. So this is the Rohtang Pass, and you can see how it is heavily covered with snow. So next children, so this is the Himachal range, and you can see here I have already shown you pictures of the Himachal range. Okay, then the Rohtang Pass which is there, then the Nainital. Okay, the hill station of Nainital. So let's see now, study about the climate in the Himachal range. What is the climate of the Himachal range? Now children, the climate of the Himachal range, you can see here it's snowy. Okay, it's snow, only a few peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. Throughout the year children, only a few peaks are covered with snow. And then because the height is not so much, not of all the mountains the height is so much, so only a few peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. Then it receives low rainfall, unlike Himadri range. What happened? It does not scanty rainfall, that means very little rainfall. Mostly it receives snowfall. But in Himachal range there is low rainfall. There is rainfall, okay, but the amount of rainfall is low. And what? Winters are very cold and long, and the winters are very cold. Okay, very cold and long also. The summer season is not much, but the winters it will be very cold and long also. So children, the Himachal range, you have the snow, only a few peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. They receive low rainfall and winters are very cold and long. Now children, we move to the next, which is the Shivaliks. Okay, this is the Shivalik children, and this is the outermost layer of the northern mountains, and it lies to the south of the lesser Himalayas, and it's the outermost layer of the Shivaliks, outermost layer of the northern mountains, and it's called Shivaliks. Number 3 is Shivaliks, the last part of the northern mountains. Now let's move. Now Shivalik range, what it's given? The Shivalik is the southernmost and the lowest range of the Himalayas. This range has an average height of 3,000 to 4,000 meter. So it is the southernmost and lowest range, and the height of this area is 3,000 to 4,000 meter. The Shivalik range, from where does it extend? It extends from Sikkim. Okay, a river is there in Sikkim which is called Tista River, a river in Sikkim, and it extends from the Sikkim river to, it goes through Uttarakhand, and then it goes to the Bias River, You all know, you have studied in river lesson about the Bias River, and then it goes into northern Pakistan. It goes the Shivalik range, then goes to the Pakistan. And also to the south, towards the south of the Shivalik range is a flat and marshy area. Marshy means it's a bit not dry area, but a bit the ground will be soft, okay, because it's full of water, marshy, and it's called the Terai region. Okay, to the south of this Shivalik range we have the Terai region. Now let's see. Okay, here is a view. Okay, you can see here from the, this is Sikkim. Okay, and from Sikkim the Shivalik range, it goes in this way. Okay, Uttarakhand is here, it goes to Uttarakhand, then it goes to the river Bias is here, the Shivalik goes from there, then it enters Pakistan. From north it enters Pakistan, northern Pakistan. Okay, this is the northern Pakistan, and it enters the Shivalik, then it enters the northern Pakistan. Okay, from Sikkim it goes to children, it goes to Uttarakhand. Okay, it extends to Uttarakhand, it goes in this way, then it goes to Bias River, and then from there it enters into Pakistan. Okay, northern Pakistan. So children, now let's see, this is the Tista River. Okay, Tista River, and on the sides are the Shivalik mountains. These are the Shivalik, and they are not so high, they are hardly 3000 to 4000 meters, they are not so high. So this is the Shivalik range, and this is the river Tista, and this is the children the marshy area. Okay, the soft area, the soft ground which is there. This is the dark green portion is the marshy area, the Terai region. Okay, towards the south, this is there, south of the Shivaliks. This green area, children, you can see here, this green area is the Terai region. Okay, this is the Terai region. This is the marshy area which is present towards the south of the Shivaliks. So what is the climate in the Shivalik? Let's come. The climate in the Shivalik range is snow. Only a few peaks, hardly a few peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. Not all peaks, only some few peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. Receives moderate rainfall. That means the rainfall is there and it's a bit moderate. Okay, medium. And then what is the climate? The climate is pleasant, moderate throughout the year. Okay, not extreme like the Himadri and the Himachal range, but it's moderate. So children, we shall stop here. What did we study today? Today, very important, two Himalayan ranges we have studied in detail. One is the Himachal range and the second is the Shivalik range. And Himachal range, we have seen so many beautiful hill stations are there. Then the Rohtang Pass is there. And also the Himachal range, we have studied about the climate of the Himachal range. What is the climate? The climate is extreme with the winter and long winter. They have few peaks which are covered with snow, okay, throughout the year, and they receive low rainfall. Okay, it's not that they don't receive rainfall at all, but they receive low rainfall. Then we have the third part or the last part of the Himalayan ranges, which is the Shivalik range, and it lies to the south of the Himachal range. And what is it? It has children peaks which are not more than 3000 to 4000 meter, and also it starts from the Testa River, which is in Sikkim, goes to Uttarakhand to the river Bias, and from there it enters into northern Pakistan. Then children, we have a marshy area in Shivalik range which is called the Terai region. And what is the climate of the Shivalik range? The climate is only a few peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. They receive a good amount of rainfall, and also the climate is moderate, okay, pleasant throughout the year, not extreme cold. So children, we shall stop till here. Okay, I hope you are doing your unit tests good and you are writing nicely. So children, all the best for today's unit test. Have a good day and bye bye.